Get out my business.
Get out my business. Okay?
Touch your nose, bro. Touch your nose. When I tell you touch your nose, that means you being too nosy. Touch it and shut up and get out my business, bro. Hate it. I don't like nosy people at all. I don't
Same.
like it at all.
Yep. 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 Yep.
Hey y'all, welcome back.
Or welcome to Black. I'm one of your hosts, Dominique, aka Big Dom.
And I'm your other host, Naya, aka Velly Vale. How are ya? What it do?
What's up, y'all? Happy Sunday. It is another day that we're just kind of recording on a random day because a lot of things are coming up and we may not be able to be present on the day we record, but we still gonna keep our consistency and make sure we have an episode to upload every Tuesday. So that's what
Yup.
it is for sure.
Yup. Yes,
Yep.
sir.
And before we get into our topic of the day, you already know what time it is. It is mental health check-in. Naya, what's up? How you feeling?
What it do? And happy June. I'm feeling really good. I'm feeling really refreshed on this June the 1st. That's when we're recording this. But y'all get it whenever y'all get it, you know what I'm talking about. But it's a new month. I'm starting my fast today, so I'm feeling really good. This morning I felt real new. You know what I mean? This fast is already kind of hitting me a little bit heavy, when I say mentally. I just been thinking about myself a lot and changes, just changes that I've been going through, and just the future in a bit, and just like being patient with myself and showing myself grace. I watched our pastor's sermon this morning, and he was talking about the power of patterns or the pattern of power. Something, it was one or the other. I got it switched up, but it's definitely spoke to me, and I'm just feeling really good. I'm feeling refreshed. I would say I'm probably at like a 8.5 today. How you doing?
I need to tap in on sermons today, and I will most definitely. I feel really good as well. I feel pretty productive. Woke up, just got things going. I have kind of procrastinated of packing and getting ready to leave. It's just, I don't know, it's a bittersweet that I'm about to head out and embark on a new journey. So I'm just a little hesitant on just, making that move. So other than that, I'm cool. I ain't not much to complain, not much to worry about. So I'll put myself at an 8, I would say.
Hey,
Yeah.
that's what's up. That's what's up. So
Yeah.
now that we got our mental out the way, I think we're pretty good on the mental capacity right now. We're
Hmm.
gonna get into a little fun episode today, and we're gonna talk about some pet peeves of ours. Y'all know we be having to get vent a little bit every once in a while, and I think it's about time for us to kind of just get into that and have a little fun episode. So we just gonna list them off and talk about it, and just talk our stuff because we're not cussing.
Exactly. Watch her mouth.
Yeah.
But
So
I would say to start off the pet peeves, so we each have 5. So my first one is people who don't have manners, people who don't say please, thank you, excuse me. It irks me so bad because saying please, saying thank you can go a long way. It can
yeah,
really make somebody, like say for instance, you're at a register, you're shopping, and something didn't go right or a transaction. If you just were to say please or thank you, they might pull some strings for you. Whereas if you're just
right.
demanding and rude and blunt, don't have no manners, chances are they don't give a damn. They're not going to help you with anything, probably. They're going to be like, you have a nice day. And then the next person, they'll probably do what you needed to be done for them because they had manners. So just
Mhm.
having manners, especially, I don't be in the club no more like that. But when I tell you, it would be so annoying when people would bump on you and stuff like that, and nobody would say excuse me. I'm just like,
Mhm.
what is wrong with people? Just say
Yeah.
excuse me. And then they get
Yeah.
mad when they look at you all crazy when you do say excuse me. I'm just like, hold on, y'all just doing too much in this club scene. That's why I just don't be going out doing those things no more because people just don't have manners.
Right, right. And even like speaking of the club, like I'm the type that, if I'm in the club, I know, you got to be aware. Like I know that people be intoxicated. You feel me? So it
Hmm.
might be times where you bump into somebody, just you having a good time with your friends and stuff. As long as you say excuse me, I'm good.
Yeah.
But I'm the type of like, oh, that's okay, girl. I know we live. That's literally my response to that. But if you bump into me all hard and you don't say nothing, then I'm gonna get an attitude. So yeah, and that's one reason why I'm a little hesitant of going to New York and up north because I feel like they don't got southern hospitality like I'm so used to. And so, they got the rep that they like real like rude and stuff like that. And I don't really play that. I don't really like that at all. So that's why I'm hesitant of going up north because I feel like people gonna bump into me and do all type of stuff and they ain't gonna say excuse me. They ain't saying, please, thank you. That's a part of my culture. That's a part of who I am. So like Dominique said, that's a pet peeve of mine. So yeah, New York, let me know what's up. But I heard y'all rude and stuff, and I don't play that. I don't like that.
No.
So one of my pet peeves is repeating myself. Like I do not like repeating myself. That's one way to that's a short circuit of mine. Like I get so impatient when I have to repeat myself. And one way that I really recognized that this was a pet peeve of mine was having my dang dog, bro. I always have to repeat myself with my dog. And like I be feeling like, bruh, I trained you. You supposed to be obedient to me. You know what I mean? Like
Yeah.
so yeah, but even then, like at work, like with emails, bruh, I email and I tell you this specific thing, and then you ask me another question. I'm like, refer back to the first email. Like if you work at corporate America, you know what I'm talking about. So yeah, repeating myself is a pet peeve of mine for sure.
Feel you. I'm the same way. I really am too. After about the first time, I'm really already irritated. Like you didn't hear me? Well, you must not be paying attention clearly. So
Yeah,
and what makes
like
you think I have to
two
repeat myself?
times.
You
I'm
didn't
telling
catch
you.
me the first time, then that's on you. I'm not gonna keep
Yeah,
talking, especially if I don't feel like it. No, I feel you. I can't. That's also something that makes me frustrated really fast. And
really
kind of
fast,
going
bro.
off of that is also when somebody asks me too many questions. Like
Yeah.
I can't, let me say I don't hate. It's a pet peeve. So it irks me. It's when somebody just be prying so much information out of me. Oh, what are you
Hmm.
doing? Where are you going? What time is that? When are you coming back? Why are you going there? When do you, it's just
Hmm.
like, what
Yeah.
else do you want to know? Do you want to know my social security number? Do you want my
Yeah.
ID? Do you need my blood type? Like, what else do you want to know? And
Yeah.
I say that because I tell people what I want them to know. So you're asking me questions that I'm not already telling you. I probably don't need you in my business to know. I'm very just private with certain things about my life, and I don't care to hear a response back for certain people or certain things. So that's why I'm like, I'll tell you when I want to know. So when you keep trying to poke at me and ask me more and more and more questions, I'm just so annoyed. I get so annoyed so fast.
Facts. Facts. So that's the same thing as being nosy, right? Like that's a pet
Hmm.
peeve. That's a pet peeve of
Hmm.
mine too. Yeah.
Hmm.
Being nosy, bruh. I hate when people are all in my business. Like Dominique said, I'm a private person as well. And everything she said, bruh, the things I want you to know, I'm gonna tell you. But if I don't
You
tell you,
know.
get out my business.
Get out my business. Okay?
Touch your nose, bro. Touch your nose. When I tell you touch your nose, that means you being too nosy. Touch it and shut up and get out my business, bro. Hate it. I don't like nosy people at all. I don't
Same.
like it at all.
Yep. 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 Yep.
Another one of mine is okay. This is kind of I'm gonna just word it how I want to word it. But another pet peeve of mine is when a person expects you to like kiss their behind, or they expect you to stroke their ego, or just like bow down to what they say because of who they are. In a sense, like I just it's respect is one thing, but I don't like have to do everything you say just because you believe that you are, I don't know what you think you are, or who you think you are. But it's a common level of respect. Of course, if they're my I don't have a problem with authority. You know what I mean? If you have a higher authority than me in a job workspace, or I don't know, stuff like that, I get it. But like man, I don't know if y'all seen that Mace clip on TikTok, but he was like, y'all not our OGs, bro. Like, who are these niggas, bro?
Niggas would tell me, Mace, chill. No, chill for what? Who is this nigga? That's how I feel listening to this, man. Like, I want to respect you, but I can't.
That's literally me. Like I don't care what you think you are, but I don't give a damn about who you are. I'm gonna say what I want to say and do what I want to do at the end of the day.
No, I feel you on that. I feel the same way too. It's just I don't care what you got going on, what you about. And that kind of segue me into my next pet peeve is someone who brags and boasts a lot. Like I
Yeah.
can't stand someone who's always bragging and boasting, stroking their ego or just, oh yeah, I'm about to, I got this going on. I got so much money. I don't know how to spend it. Like, what do you want me to tell you? Like really, what am I supposed to respond back to saying that? I'm gonna
Right.
just be like, okay, that's what's up for sure. I'm not gonna stroke your ego. I'm not gonna keep trying to make you feel better than what you already feel. You already in good spirits because you bragging about what you got going on. It's nothing that I'm jealous, nothing that I'm just like envy of you. It's just that's just not my type of style. When I'm blessed, I just know I'm blessed. I don't have to go and parade it to other people to make them
Right.
feel otherwise. You know what I'm saying? So
Right.
I've seen a lot of people, or I know a lot of people who do that, and I just be like, all right, and then just leave the conversation or just kind of go about my way, or I just start responding back because I can only say congratulations and oh that's what's up so many times
Right. It
before I'm
really
just
make you
like,
look goofy, bro. You really
You,
look
yeah.
you,
goofy
you.
doing all that extra.
Right. Right. So that's one of my pet peeves. Somebody who brags and boasts a lot about themselves. Like, I don't give a damn.
And I'll tell you this, and this is a segue to my next one. A lot of people who are very, very intoxicated, who are too drunk, tend to brag on themselves. Or you got different types of drunkenness. But that's one of
Yeah.
my pet peeves is a person that's overly drunk, like too drunk. Like, I'm definitely a drinker. I get tipsy. I do a little 1-2 step. You know what I'm saying? But it's to a certain degree. Like I don't my dad is an alcoholic, and like I can't stand an overly drunk person. Like it gets on my nerves. I think it's just from like childhood and just witnessing that. I just can't deal with it. It's like one way to really get on my nerves. I have to remove myself from that person or that group of people because I just can't. I don't know. It's one thing to get tipsy, get a little unfiltered, talk a little bit more. I get it. I get all that. But when you start killing the vibe and you start killing the motion of the ocean, that's where I get really irritated, and that's where I'm gonna go ahead and exit stage left. So yeah.
Like, I had this boyfriend, he was an angry drunk. And that shit was embarrassing because you want to fight everybody just because just there was no reason to justify it, nobody was disrespecting me or him. You just want to go over and fight people. And I thought that was just so ugly. And
Yeah.
yeah, like you said, there's so many different types of drunk, but a mean, angry drunk is probably like the worst one that I
Yeah, I
experienced.
think that's the worst one too.
Yeah, can't do it. And there's just some people who are just sloppy. They can't handle themselves. They think that
Throwing
shit
up
is,
everywhere.
yeah, and there'd be a lot of women that do that shit too. I ain't gonna lie. I forgot it was like a meme that said men can't be alcoholics, but women are alcoholics, but make it look cute, something like that, because they're
Yeah.
always drinking and they get sloppy and they're dancing, they're twerking, just doing too goddamn much. You're having a good time, but you can tell like you might be
Slow
having some
down,
issues
bruh.
going on with
Yeah.
this.
Right.
So yeah, I feel you on that. I feel you on that too. All right, so my second to last pet peeve is kind of just with the driving community is when people who don't use their blinkers, bro. I'm sorry, it irks my soul. I'll
Yeah.
be behind somebody and they're about to make a turn into Wendy's or McDonald's or just whatever the hell they're going to, and they just start slowing down. I'm thinking like, what are you doing? And then they make that turn. I'm like, why would you just not put your blinker on? Just help me help you to understand what you're
Right.
about to do so I don't hit your ass or anything.
Right. Driver's Ed 101, bruh.
Yeah,
Permit test. Come on now. Are you supposed to been on that?
exactly. Use your
Yeah.
damn blinker. It's not that hard to use your blinker. It's just so simple. Just a click up and a click down. Like it's so simple to use. I
Literally.
use my blinker all the time because I
Me
want people
too.
to know behind me what I'm doing. And that way
Right.
they're not like sometimes not saying I tailgate people, I do give enough space and all that because you just never know what they're doing in front of you. But it is nice to know, okay, let me slow down more because you're about to turn. Let me give you your cushion
Right,
space so you can do
exactly.
that. So people who don't put
Exactly.
their blinkers on, like you said, it's drivers at one on one. Put your fucking blinker on. Damn.
Facts, facts. And then to relate to driving, another one of my pet peeves is people that drive too fast, bruh. Now I ain't gonna lie. I drive fast. I mean, I do probably like on a regular. I probably do like 10 over the speed limit. On the interstate, I might do a little 15 over the speed limit. I might. You know what I mean? But I do it safely. I ain't just I ain't going past everybody and doing all that. And then like I hate when people be driving off fast. They all on your ass. They driving off fast. This you, this them. They driving off fast like this. They trying to get past the light, and then we end up at the same damn light.
You,
Goofy.
you, you.
So
Goofy,
goofy. Looking hella
goofy.
goofy. You just looking at them like, where was you going? Because we both right here.
Yes. Like this, cause I know I drive with one hand. You know what I'm saying? Cause I'm a thug for real. So I do like this. They pull up, I be like, man, y'all niggas. That's what
Y'all
exactly what I do too.
stupid.
Cause I'm a
Yeah.
thug. I do it with one hand. You know, sometimes I do it too. But you know what I'm saying? I do it with one. You know what I'm saying? But
Oh,
yeah, like them people be irking.
oh, how about, like say you're driving in a two-lane road or something like that. They cut you off, right? Because I guess you're like, okay, I'm sorry. Let me repeat that.
In a two
Let's
two
say
way this.
no, no, no. Let's say you're on an
Uh,
interstate, right? And you're in the far right lane, far left lane doing like 80 or whatever. The speed limit is 75, you're doing 80, right? You're going over the speed limit. Somebody's behind you and they're like, they want you to move over because they're riding your ass. And you're like, no, go around me or whatever, right? So they'll
yeah,
cut you off and then they'll damn near side swipe you to get in front of you. That pisses
yeah,
me off too. Because
yeah.
what point are you trying to prove? Because I'm not driving as fast as you want me to, so you want to damn near sideswipe me just to get in front of me?
Right.
Like,
Like you don't
it's so
control. This
stupid.
not your road.
Exactly. Like, you don't own shit. Driving is a privilege, people. Nobody is designated and required to drive. It's a privilege because that shit will be taken away from you, suspended, revoked, all that when you want to drive
Yep.
like an asshole.
Facts.
So my last pet peeve is unsolicited opinions. Really, really irks my soul because I can, and this is why I be so private because a lot of times people's responses can be just so annoying. Like you're projecting shit that I didn't even ask you to project to me or say to me. But we're having a conversation, it could be so minimal, and then all of a sudden you want to throw like a anchor on me, something so far off and so deep like, oh, well, how come that? Or why would you do this? Or maybe you should look into doing that. I'm all for criticism and just, positive feedback. But when you start like poking at what I'm doing and why I'm doing such certain things, it's just like nobody, I didn't ask for your opinion. I'm telling you what I'm about to do. I don't care what you think I should do or what I should not do. So
Right.
it just really irks my soul. Like a lot of people need to just opinions are like asshole. I get it. Everybody has one. But that doesn't mean you always need to say your fucking shit. Sorry, just I know I
Right.
might cuss it, but
Yeah.
yeah, keep your opinions to yourself unless it's asked. I
Yeah.
only say my opinion when I ask somebody, "Do you want to hear my opinion? Do you want to be
Yeah. That's good.
brutally
That's
honest with
good.
you?" And that's when
Yeah.
I know I have the floor to state my opinion and say what I want to say to you. Other than that, I just shut up and mind my business.
That's a good thing to do. I actually
Mhm.
that was in my last class, my last course is when like if a person is venting to you or telling you something, it's always best to ask like, do you want to know what I think? Like, and then if they give you the okay, then say it. Because sometimes they may be
Yes.
like, nah, I'm just wanna I just wanna vent, and then
Yeah.
it is what it is, you know.
Hmm.
So, but sometimes a person will say yeah, and then when you say something that they don't like, they get offended. But that's not at that point. It's not on you because they told you that they wanted to hear it. So at that point, it's not on you. But yeah, girl, that's facts. So my last one is left field. So my last pet peeve is when a person is musty, bruh. Hygiene is everything, bro. Like I'm gonna be real. Hygiene is everything. Whether you a man, you a woman, you whatever, bro, you gotta make sure that stuff right, bro. I mean, if you prone to being stinky, bro, keep deodorant in somewhere. Keep deodorant on you. Do something. Keep the little. That's why they make the little travel ones. Keep it in your pocket. I don't know, but make sure
Yeah.
that stuff is right, because I don't got
Yeah.
time to be smelling you in Dollar General or Walmart.
Facts. 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 Oh, we, especially
Yeah.
at, well, the gym, yeah, you are sweating, but you could just tell when somebody doesn't even put no deodorant on. You're like, oh, you stink, stink. Yeah.
Yeah, because I
It's
mean,
just,
even if you, because I mean, I've put deodorant on. Okay, before I worked out hard, sweating a lot, and I don't stink. So I
yeah,
mean, that just means you
exactly.
didn't put it on before.
You didn't put on before because you can smell that body odor. Like, oh, it's funky. It's the smell. Like, ooh, damn.
Ooh.
All right, yeah. Well, those are our pet peeves. We just want to keep something light, keep something fun, a cute little conversation, a little jokey joke. So before we head out, I'm going to wrap things up with a prayer. So if you can please bow your heads.
Mhm.
Thank you,
Mhm.
Heavenly Father, for waking us up today to see a beautiful new day. I thank you so much for just being with us and just guiding us to your highest ability. I pray you allow us to have a beautiful month. I pray you grant us great opportunities, amazing blessings. And I also pray that you help us just navigate the month of June to just making the right decisions, to constantly worshiping you and coming to you in our time of need. In Jesus' name I pray, amen.
Amen. That was a great prayer. Thank you so much, Dominique.
Yeah.
If you
Mhm.
like this video, make sure you put the thumbs up button. Make sure you subscribe to our YouTube at Black Wave. Follow us on our Instagram and our TikTok at Black Podcast _. If you would like to be on this podcast, you want to be a guest and you want to give us your opinion on a topic, if you even have a topic for us to talk about, we are open to this. And you can email us at blackgroup8@gmail.com. Yeah, so we really appreciate everybody for coming through and listening to us vent on about our pet peeves. We appreciate all of our audience, all of our supporters, and we love y'all. We hope y'all have a great day.
Y'all stay blessed, never stress, baby.
Deuces.